I know some of you who are Democrats wish that that female president was in office, have won the candidate. It would have been much worse based upon the dreams and the vision that Honey Yah revealed unto me, not just last night, but for the last 2 or 3 months now. It would have been much worse because as soon as she got in office, she would enforce the mark of the beast, Sunday worship. That was her plan. That's what the Democrat wanted to use her for. Matter of fact, that was the second main thing that the Democrat wanted to use Kamala Harris for, to issue in the mark of the beast as dramatic or harsh as possible with an iron fist. But we should be grateful that Honey Yah have intervened with that. Another reason that Kamala Harris have not became president is because a lot of y'all women's gonna get offended when I say this, especially you black women. But this is the dead truth. This is the truth. You may not like it, you may not hear it, you may not want to hear it, but this is the dead truth. If Kamala Harris had became president, she would have enforced, how you pronounce that word? Feminism. That was one of her main things that she was pushing when she was running for office. Feminism. This is why when Kamala Harris have lost the presidential, within that first day, probably not even that, less than 24 hours, most of all black women got on the internet and started bashing and attacking us black men for not supporting them to put Kamala Harris into office. Y'all black women don't understand what y'all have done. God had to intervene to put a stop to that. God is very upset and angry with you black women for doing that. You black women don't know what you did, what position you have put yourself in the wrath of God. Y'all will be punished for this. Let's see. So God had to intervene to make sure Kamala Harris did not be in the presidential, because it was a direct attack against the black man. That's why when you got on the social media like TikTok, you hear a lot of attack against the black man for not supporting the black women to help Kamala Harris to become president. But I'm not saying that all black women was like this, because it did took a handful of black women to get the truth out with statistics saying that the black men did support the black women in the president voting for Kamala Harris. But that within that first 12, 24 hours, y'all didn't want to listen to all that. But the Holy Spirit, Kadosh Ru, intervened to make sure that that message got out clear, loud and clear, that it was not the black man's fault that Kamala Harris did not win the presidentially. This is all God's doing. So if you want to blame somebody, take it up to the Lord. Take it up to Elohim. Because you don't know. I'll put it like this. The best example I give you guys, if you notice, feminism is not as popular as it was on social media as it was no more than 2 or 3 weeks ago. If you notice that, feminism have died down like 80, 90%. You barely hear about feminism, especially against the gender war against black woman and the black man, or the black man or the black woman, how you want to look at it. That is slowly going away. The Lord is making sure of that. And that's why the Lord had me speaking out against you black women all last year, because what y'all was doing to push feminism and homosexuality and lesbianism. You don't understand how much Honey Yah, our God, is angry and upset with you black women for doing this, listening to the white man to go against the black man. So Yah will be punished for this by Yah himself, the almighty living true God. Let's see. There is so much in this biblical prophecy that Ani Yah had revealed unto me last night and this morning, in both dreams and vision, what Donald Trump is going to do in his 4 years of reign as the president. He might be president. He might be the last president. I'm not sure about that until Ani Yah, my God, confirm it. But I would not be surprised. But right now, he is pushing. He are using executive orders against the brown people and us black African American here in the United States to issue in the mark of the beast in a seductive way. Yes, based upon biblical prophecy, they will say, there will be a time that it will say, when they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction will come upon that, which lead to another biblical prophecy I almost forgot. You've been hearing about the fire in California. That was done by, I might be wrong about this, but I'm going to call it out until Him, the Lord, correct me in this. That was done by the government. Donald Trump and his people is behind those mass fire in California. The reason they caused that fire in those mass fire or explosion in California to destroy so many homes and lands is because they are focusing on building a major smart city in Cali. I used to live in California for 3.5 years, so I know what's going on in Cali. People who live there in Cali, if they involved with politics, the political arena, they would tell you the same thing. They about to build a smart city. How you want to interpret that, that's your free will. But that's why the fire is started in California. But if I'm not wrong about who's behind this, only Elohim, my Lord, is able to correct me in this. But so far, everything is pointing to Donald Trump and his agency. This man is out for blood. So, this video is going on much longer than I expected because it's over 18 minutes long. So it's going to be a 2-part video. There is so much I could say what Ani Yah revealed unto me last night and this morning. Only thing I could say is this. Oh, which is another main, interpretation I almost forgot to mention.